So let's talk about this crazy story that I stumbled upon. As soon as I find it, I'll have to reopen it. There has been an ongoing theft of McFarlane toy merchandise around the country. The first instance was a trailer full of SuperGirl toys. These are the SuperGirl page puncher toys that you see here on your page. They appear to represent what Supergirl will look like in the film. Because remember, this was the book that Miley, is that her name? Miley, shit. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Millie Acock or whatever.
Millie Acock, that's right. Yeah, Millie Acock was reading when James Gunn shared the photo. So, again, what makes this story weird is that in addition to this theft, we also had another theft.
Dude, I just saw that on that one of your things you were looking at. It said that guy that's playing the Thing
Yeah.
had 2 MCU roles. He played the guy in the Punisher series. He played Micro.
Oh, yeah, he did. I forgot
I had
about
no
that.
idea. I had no idea that was that guy.
I didn't realize that. I did not realize that till you just told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't make sense. How can that guy be that guy and Thing? Well, I guess that was different. Netflix.
Well, yeah, it was a Netflix thing, remember. Shortly after the Supergirl theft, we had another trailer that was stolen. The entire U.S. production run of McFarlane's Killing Joke toy line, which includes like the Joker and Batgirl and there's several of them.
They used to steal cigarettes, but nobody's buying them anymore.
Here's the figure that was stolen, and this is coming from people who pre-ordered this. This was a gold label figure, which is a really big deal with McFarlane. Their cover recreations is what they call them, and they're super detailed and super expensive. And yeah, the entire U.S. production run was stolen. And all the customers got was an email from Walmart being like, sorry, people are desperate these days.
That seems crazy.
I mean,
how many trucks was that?
Apparently, it was only one.
It had to be more than one, right?
Again, these figures they don't come in big, huge quantities. They're these gold label figures, okay, and they're numbered. I mean, they don't make a lot of them, and so I think that's what the big deal is. I think it was only one truck, but that truck quite possibly was on its way to the Walmart warehouse with all the gold label Joker figures from the Killing Joke series. I don't know. Again, only they know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to the warehouse. I thought it was just going to the regular Walmart.
No, it was. I'm sorry. Yes, it was on its way to the warehouse when it was stolen. And to be honest, it could just be people. They know how much these toys are. They know how much they cost. They know all that stuff. So, it could just be them being like, oh, well, like Christian said, instead of ripping off cigarettes, we'll rip off some fucking, action figures.
Toy trucks.
And try and steal them that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway.
Finger business, dude.
Just crazy, man. And it's being a collector in particular, I mean, that sucks. I'm not going to lie.
I'm getting screwed over by tariffs. I probably got 4 or 5 Kickstarter board games that are like on hold because they're like, we don't know. It would cost you. They're probably gonna have to ask us to pay more and stuff, or else they're gonna lose money trying to ship board games to us. It's insane.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it just goes to show, as we kind of spoke on last week, that tariffs are affecting everything.
They did announce Nintendo Switch pre-sales. They have a date for them, and it's $450 or something.
Oh, they took the price down after everybody freaked out?
No, it's still the same. It's the same price.
It was the games that were expensive. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. What's the date? Do you remember?
I don't know if that is tariffs factored into it or not. I don't know. Who
I don't know.
knows?
I
I think it's like at the end of this month.
I think the tariff thing, that was something I brought up that could affect the.
Well, yeah, but it's like, do we know? Is the tariff included in that price, or are they going to tack something on? And who knows? The tariffs change every day. It's just shaking my head. It's lunacy.
I know, man. I know. It's
Yeah,
tough. It is. And
maybe,
everybody's
maybe,
on
maybe
edge.
they'll talk. Maybe he supposedly that him and China will talk and work it out. He said recently,
What
maybe
isn't that the deal? And
we'll
I
have
heard
a
that's what
deal
they're
in three
trying to
weeks or
do.
something.
Yeah,
Three
that's
weeks. Or something.
so that means about 6 months. But I mean, whatever. Yeah. I politics has unfortunately weaved its way into everything, including geek culture, and that's just the simple fact of the matter. Um, Now, another interesting point about this story that I thought was interesting is that the production on these figures might restart before there are upcoming DC licensing changes that are coming up in 2026. I don't know what that means, and it didn't really go into depth in this story on it.
Do you know where they manufacture these toys?
I mean, I assume it's overseas, probably from molds, I would assume. I really don't know, if we're being honest.
I mean, have you heard anything about tariffs hitting action figures?
I've heard about tariffs hitting anything that's coming in overseas. So if it comes in from overseas, it got hit with a tariff. Now,
That
I
sucks.
know there were some exceptions made on technology related stuff, like, what everybody's talking about, the cell phones and the all that shit. But I don't know about like action figures. Um, but I know that
Yeah, but that's
Mattel.
temporary.
What?
I didn't know if maybe you'd seen any like news reports from your action figure
Well,
websites.
what I did know is that in mid 2026, the DC Comics property goes back to Mattel, who had it
So
for
there,
yeah, which
so it depends on where they're manufacturing whatever. Like the
exactly.
board game people are saying that they needed China's factories because no other factories are customizable and can get it done like that.
Well, that's another thing I
You
heard
don't
as
have
well, and
have
the issue with that, as you mentioned, is like, you would have to basically, it would cost way more to, redesign a factory that's already closed down here in America to do this shit
Oh
that
yeah.
they're already doing. I mean, it's crazy. It's nuts. Um, anyway, tell us what you think about the great McFarlane.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I heard they're supposed to be protesting again tomorrow. 419 is supposed to be a big protest day.
Why is that? Does 419
I
have
don't
some
know.
kind of significance?
Nothing. It's just the first Saturday since all this crazy stuff is. It's
Uh,
just every new week we got to do something.
every new week.